Hey everyone, and welcome to the video today. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has now been confirmed for a July 29th release date. This has been pushed up from its original September 2022 release date, which is amazing. You get to see so many games in the gaming industry being delayed even further. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 was just delayed for obviously good reasons, but it's just really refreshing to see a game studio, a game company, being this sort of confident in their game in actually pushing it forward. Obviously with Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed, Nintendo have most likely had to shift around some of their releases. Obviously with Pokemon Xenoblade, probably Bayonetta 3 may have been affected as well. They might want some of those games to come out later in the year. So it's just really refreshing to see Xenoblade Chronicles 3 come out in July. I think this is a great time to release the game and I cannot wait. But as well as this brand new news, Nintendo have also dropped a brand new story trailer and pre-order announcements for the collector's edition of the game. So I'm going to go through all of that news right now. Thank you so much for watching and let's get right into it. So let's start off with brand new news of the collector's edition being able to be pre-ordered soon. Well, in the collector's edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you'll be able to get some artwork from Matsugu Saito, a full colour hardcover concept art book with over 250 pages, and a steel case for the game's cartridge to actually go in. Apparently, I've found some information as well. I don't know if this is 100% fact, so you'll have to bear with me, but the steel case may also be available via My Nintendo as well. Many of Xenoblade series veterans will be returning for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, with Matsugu Saito designing the characters for number 3, having previously been in charge of the character designs for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so you can thank him for character designs such as Pyra, Mithra, Nia, etc. But next up, we're moving directly to the brand new trailer showing new villains, story info, characters, chain links, and the battle system in all of its glorious gameplay. In Xenoblade Chronicles 3, we'll be playing as two protagonists, Noah and Mio, amid a massive war between their two nations, fighting upon the Mechonis and Bionis from Xenoblade 1, as well as the Titans from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. 6 characters hailing from these nations joined forces together to save their lands from destruction, and set their sights for Sword's March, a land pierced by a giant sword. This trailer takes a look at the group's journey in Ionis, which is their world. If you guys want more details on everything that we've seen so far in the previous trailer, click on the link on screen or in the description for my previous video that went over all of this. As you can see, the battle system looks similar to previous games' battle systems, allowing us to perform chain attacks, links and combos. Sadly, we also seem to have no blade characters in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but we do have all 6 characters attacking at once. As you can see on screen, we'll be able to use our attacks and moves like in previous games, with the ability to see when chain attacks are available and when to revive enemies and party members, with the options to change tactics mid-battle for each character. We can also see aggro, evade and healing abilities return, as well as dazing enemies. We can also see the new ability, where it looks like the characters can split off into pairs, where they share each other's thoughts thanks to the brand new interlink system. Noah and Mio, Lanz and Senna, Orni and Taeon, these are all of the characters' pairs. They can make use of the interlink system by working together and obviously sharing their thoughts, as I previously have stated. It's currently unknown if characters can do this in various different combinations of pairs, but if certain conditions are indeed met in battle, these various pairs can then combine to form a giant Ouroboros, which each having its own powerful movesets and appearances. Meanwhile, Monolith Executive Director Tetsuya Takahashi has also said the music featured in number 3 will also be handled by artists who have contributed to the series in the past, and will maintain the unique Xenoblade Chronicles touch. This is great, as personally for me, Xenoblade Chronicles houses some of the best music in gaming, with Gaur Plains, More Ardain, Tantal. These are amazing tracks. They'll be in the background of this video playing, and I'll also put them in the description as well. I really recommend that if you guys just want sort of the full soundtracks, you have a look at them on YouTube, or if you look at the pretty much all of the music that was added for the series in Smash, that is just absolute bangers across the board. We also get to see and hear the briefest of lines from Melia, saying that Ouroboros must be defeated at all costs, meaning the playable characters. so it's safe to assume she's at least an antagonist for at least part of the story. We also get to see several shots of Nia and brand new characters as well, with the protagonist Noah getting a transformable blade that can also turn into a gauntlet on his other arm and hand. We don't yet know if this can change things during combat, but it's safe to assume so. We also get to see potentially our first Nopon party members being Manana and Riku. I'm sorry, that's very bizarre to say that one name. With other party members being Xeon and then Valdi. You can see this in the trailer. If you look on the left hand side, you can see the character's sort of health and portrait. You can see these characters then. This was something confirmed in previous trailers as well, but we can also see different outfits for all the characters that were shown in this trailer, that we're most likely going to see lots of different customizations options for the outfits, just like in Xenoblade 2 and obviously the definitive edition of the original. We also get to see Noah wielding the paper cranes. Sorry, but we currently don't know if exactly what they're actually called. These are normally wielded by the Teon character, so it's safe to assume that we'll be able to switch weapons as Noah and Mia perhaps, as well as the other party members, but I'll go into this in more detail later on. The trailer footage also ends with the characters looking up at the sky with floating blue lights, which plays into the main themes of the game, which is life. This is the main theme said so by the director of Monolith. This also could play a massive part of the story because both Mia and Noah are Offseers. Offseers mourn essentially all soldiers lost on the battlefield, that they've died, and essentially their life force floats up into the sky. So this could be obviously lots of dead soldiers or dead people with their life force floating up to the sky perhaps. In the first trailer we can see them using their flutes as well whilst this is happening, so maybe it's some sort of ritual or some way to activate the essentially light floating up into the sky. Nintendo have also stated the following on their website. As you progress through Ionis, customize your party by changing characters' classes to better suit the situation at hand. Meaning that, going back to what I was saying earlier, that my theory was essentially correct. We'll be able to switch classes and weapons on the fly, which is a big change up for story related party members. Anyway everyone, that's all for the new information regarding Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and personally I can't wait to see the game in action on July 29th. What do you all think about the new trailer, and what do you guys think about the release date moving forward to July? Obviously it was previously September. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!